Are we, make sure we are set.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Trasetta Alexander.
Thank you, Dr. Tracy. I'm so excited to be here today. How many of you are aware that over 900 million people across 142 countries are unfulfilled in the work that they do? Here in the U.S. alone, 70% of U.S. workers don't like the work that they do. That's a lot of people who really and truly are getting up every single morning, day after day, going to a job to do something that they really don't want to do in the first place. I want to share with you this example. A fish is designed to swim, right? It lives in the water. What happens, and you guys can talk back to me, what happens if I was to take a fish and to put it on the stage up here with me? Eventually it would die. It would flop. What else would it do? It died. It would gasp for air, and eventually if it stayed up here for long enough, it would eventually die. It's the same for us. A lot of us are struggling outside of our purpose environment. The environment that we were created to soar, swim, do the thing that we were designed to do. But a lot of us are operating outside of that environment. And so we're flopping around, floundering around, struggling our way through life, gasping for air because we're operating outside of the environment we were created to do. I believe that every single person on the face of this earth has a purpose. That you were created not only on purpose, but with a purpose. And I'm thankful for the man of God for what he was sharing this morning, because it really ties into what I'm sharing with you now. Every single one of you, you have inside of you something that is special, that sets you apart from everyone else. You know, we have a fascination with superheroes, right? We have this fascination with superheroes. Why do you think that is? It's because they have these characteristics, something that makes them different from everyone else, that sets them apart from everyone else on the planet. And we secretly desire that. But let me tell you, each one of you has a super on the inside of you, and it is your purpose that is your super. But a lot of us are going around like Clark Kent. How many of you are familiar with Superman? Everyone? Yeah. We're going through our lives in our Clark Kent form. But I want to tell you, you were designed to live in your super. And I'm going to have to sit this down for just a moment, because I need to transform into the thing that God created me to do. So give me just 1 second.
All the world is waiting for you and the power you possess.
Did you hear that? The entire world is waiting for you and the power that you possess. The power that you possess, your super, that is your purpose. It is the thing that only you can do the way that God designed you to do it. I don't care how many other life coaches there are. I don't care how many other business strategists there are. I don't care how many other people there are in your industry. You are the only one that does it the way that you do it. Yes. That is your superpower. The thing that makes someone a superhero is that they have some sort of exceptional power, something that makes them different from everyone else. But we go around in our Clark Kent state because we were taught from a child to fit in. Society wants us to fit in. You're not supposed to shine greater than anyone else. You're supposed to just kind of turn us into little robots. We're like, we all look alike. and we all do the same things, and we all act alike, but we were never created to be that way. Every single one of us is a designer original. Every single one of us is a designer original, and it is our purpose, the thing that only you can do, the way that you do it, that will set you apart. And I want to share with you three little tips or key points. I have 3 nuggets for you today with regard to your purpose. Number 1, your superpower is the answer to someone's problem. It is the thing that comes naturally to you. You do it without effort. It's almost effortless. Have you ever seen a ballerina and she's on the stage and she's jumping and arabesquing and spinning and doing all these things, and it seems like she's just floating and it looks effortless. It only looks that way because she is gifted to do that, and she has put in the work to be the best that she can be. And I like Wolverine. He says, he has this quote where he says, "I am the best there is at what I do." And that's what I want to challenge you today to do. Be the best that you can be at what you do. Not just the best, but exceptional. Be extraordinary. Be super in the thing that you are designed to do. Because it is the answer to someone's problem. And if you don't show up in your super state, if you're always walking around like Clark Kent, not tapped into your superpower, then you can't rescue someone from their problem, because that's what a superhero does. They come and swoop in and they save the day. And you need to swoop in and save the day for somebody else, because your purpose is your superpower. Point number 2, your personal wealth is directly tied to what your purpose is. Whatever your vision is, the provision is already there. Your makeup, the thing that was placed in you, it was not placed in you without the necessary resources for you to carry it out. And one of the things that I like to, God gave me this vision about, or analogy, I'll say it that way. God gave me this analogy for how this works. All things come from him. He owns it all, right? Everything belongs to him. And when we connect with him, all that he has, all the resources that he has, we now have access to. But what happens is, a lot of times, if you think about a pipe, right, like a water pipe that's connected to a water tower, to your city water, whatever the case may be, and there's little segments, right, and it's got these junctions, and what happens is, if the junction is disconnected, then the flow will come, but it won't flow through you. So some of us are completely disconnected from the source of the resources, and it's just like a trickle. It's a struggle for us to do the thing that we were created to do. But some of us are just slightly misaligned, and we're getting some of the flow, but not the full flow. But if you would fully align with the divine purpose, with the divine power, then you can get the full flow of the resources that you need to do the thing that you were called to do. And not only that, it's designed for you to eat from that as well. As we serve, then the resources come back to us. As you put out, then everything that you put out, it's reciprocated to you. And so your prosperity, your abundance is directly tied to your purpose. And then the last point that I have for you is, you will never be fulfilled in life until you start operating in your purpose. Until you really and truly decide to show up and step into the thing that you were designed to be, you'll be like those other 900 million people across the world. Going to a job day in and day out that you really don't like. Giving all of who you are, or the majority of who you are, to something that you don't even care about. When there are people who need you, there are people who need your gift, There are people who need your skill, that need your talents and all of your abilities. And if you won't show up for them, they may not get to the place where they need to be in life, where they can fulfill their own purpose. And so this morning, I want to encourage you to live proudly in your super state. The cape is optional.